Ralph is
an excellent Cajun humorist. He's super.
He's lovely.
He's great. Fantastic.
He's probably the craziest Cajun alive.
Ralph is
very funny.
The most unique.
Extremely funny. He makes you laugh without even being R-rated. I've never seen his act before, and I don't know what to expect.
I really don't know. I'm not from Cajun country. You're going to see a lot of comedy, a lot of action. You're going to see Ralph Begnaud as a Cajun. You're going to see real-life Cajunism.
Something very funny.
You're going to see Ralph Begnaud at his best. That's what you're going to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts and hang on. It's time for the man who's gonna make you laugh until you cry. Kicking off his red tennis shoe tour, Ralph Begnaud.
Yes! Yes! Do it! Come on! Do it! Hit it! Yeah! Antoine! Yeah, boy! Well, come on, Salva! Whoa, how many Cajuns we got in here, Cajun? Ooh, mon Dieu. How many Saints fans we got, Saints fans? Yeah. Man, look at all the pretty people. Yeah. Got a couple of ugly ones out there, too, though. I'm not going to point you all out. You'll know who you all are. Look, she's going, I think he's talking about me. I'm not quite sure. Well, all right, man. We got a good time tonight. You ready to party? Woo, man. Makes me wish I could play the accordion. The hell with the show. Let's dance. Man, so what's going on around here, man? Did y'all notice that not too long ago we had the International Spelling Bee? You remember that? The International Spelling Bee? We had that? Huh? Did you, what? Talk to me. It'll go a lot faster. We had a winner from Louisiana that made the top 10. Did you see that? Yeah, he was from Cecilia, Louisiana. Cecilia! Yeah. He made the top 10, but he was disqualified, poor thing. They asked him to spell domicile, and he misspelled mobile home. He forgot the E in mobile. And then you know what he said? I was just joking. Lord. Now we're fixing to go back to war again. How many people here had a relative that went to Saudi Arabia? Anybody? Me? Woo, me! Testify, girl, testify. What you had, bro? What you had? A what? A nephew? Okay. What, you had one? Oh, you went to Saudi Arabia? Go, girlfriend. You had a hell of a time in Saudi Arabia, didn't you? You got a hell of a tan, too. Look at that tan on that girl. Woo, man. Go. They got a lot of sand out there, huh? And we're not talking no Holly Beach no plus, are we? They ain't no way, man. A lot of sand out there. You ever notice when we have a war overseas, how the management at Cracker Barrel and 7-Eleven changes? You ever notice that? Yeah, you walk into the 7-Eleven and go, come in, my little Cajun friend. Come in. And if you think you're Cajun, they go, Como Savoy? I got your Savoy Sabu. You know how they ended the war in Saudi Arabia? They sent 14 Cajuns over there from Cecilia, Louisiana. I got the mayor and all his family right there in the middle. And they gave him each a 12-gauge shotgun and 4 cases of Bud Light. And they put up a fence on the Kuwaiti border, and on the fence they had some signs posted, no trespassing, keep out. If Cajuns cross the fence, they kill everything on the other side, man. They had to put a limit on. They was out there, boom, boom. They had to put a limit on them Iraqis out there, man. And they had 4 of them over there from Fort Polk, Louisiana. 4 Cajuns from Fort Polk. They started a whole new business. Now we got Camel Boudin, Camel Crackling, Camel show there? I mean, we'll cook anything, am I right? Darn right. You give us a bag of onions. Look, to us, an armadillo is nothing but a possum on a half shell. If we can fry a rock, we'd fry a rock. How many hunters we got in here? By applause. Hunters. Yeehaw, yeehaw. I never got to go hunting when I was a kid, man. My daddy was not a hunter. My daddy was a workaholic. He thought about work, he went, got drunk. Struck a nerve over there. I got a buddy of mine named Duyon, man. He used to come and pick me up all the time. He said, Rap, come on, let's go hunt for some lapin one day. Y'all know what a lapin is? Go hunt for some rabbit. Lapin. Okay. Go hunt for some rabbit. So, man, I got in this pickup truck, and we're going down Ridge Road, just outside of Lafayette over here. We're going looking for some lapin. And we passed by this pasture, big pasture. Man, they had all kind of lapins, man. Bing, 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 bing. Rabbits jumping everywhere. And they were doing other things, too. Y'all know how them rabbits are, huh? Yeah, oh, yeah. So I told Duyon, I said, oh, stop the truck, boy, stop the truck. Look at all the lapins out there. Look at them rabbits. I said, here, hold my gun. I'll be right back. I'm going to get permission to hunt on this man's land. So, man, I walk up to the house. You know, you remember when you live in the country, you got a half a mile of gravel road before you get there. I walk up to the house, and I knock on the door, and a nice old man comes to the door. He goes, hello? I said, it's okay if me and my buddy Duyon hunt rabbit on your land? He goes, oh, yeah. He says, kill all them rabbits, man. They eat my corn. They eat my carrots. They're doing things I don't want my kids to see. He said, kill all them rabbits. I said, okay. Now, he said, you got your gun with you? I said, yeah. He says, I got an old cow that's sick on the side of the magazine, sick on the side of the barn right there. He says, put that cow out of its misery for me. I said, I'll be glad to do that. That's all you want? He goes, yeah. I said, okay. Now, Cajun men have a very bad habit. Back me up on this. They love to play practical jokes on each other when they're at the camp. Am I right? Oh, they play practical jokes all the time. That's the most dangerous thing in the world is the Cajun at a duck camp because they're all drunk and they're all loaded and armed. Look, something moved. Boom! Yeah, what was that? Huh? You shot the dog, Couillon. I don't know, man. So, man, I'm going to play a trick on my buddy Duyon. I'm walking back to the car. Duyon's waiting there with his gun. I said, man, you know that old man is mad at us because we parked our car on the side of his driveway? Duyon says, no. I says, yeah. I said, he don't want us to hunt the rabbit on his land? Duyon says, no. I says, yeah. I said, where's my gun? I got my gun. I said, where's his cow? I see his cow. Doom! Man, I dropped his cow. And then I hear, doom, doom. Duyon says, I got his horse and his mule, too. It backfired. It backfired, boy, big time, man. Backfired. Talk about. How many truck drivers we got here? Truck drivers. Hey, 1, 2, cross country. I heard a truck driver story the other day, man. They had this truck driver. He's a cross country truck driver. Drives all the way across from the eastern seaboard to the western seaboard. And he gets bored all the time. That's a boring thing to do that, man. Let me drive some truck. And he's bored. He's going. He used to pop them those little pills to kind of keep you awake. That's not drugs, that is that. It just keeps you moving kind of a little bit. Yeah. Oh, he's driving, tooting the horn, turning the rear. Rolling down the. So he figured out he took too many pills one night, okay? So he had one more pill left and he didn't want that pill. So he's driving this big Mack truck. He took the pill, he rolled out the window, he threw it out. Well, the wind took the pill, put it around the front of the truck, and came back in through the other window. Pop! Hit him right in the mouth. He goes, so I said, what? Pop! Threw it out the window again. It went bang around the front of that truck, come back in again. He goes, man, I'm going to fix you, man. Took the roll up both sides of the window. After a while, he looked on the front of that Mack truck. That little bulldog was up there going, come on. Come on. Come on. Go, typical boy. He was ready to run, man. He was out of there, boy. I tell you what. And then the one that had to drive cross country, he was bored big time, Joel. So he was driving his truck. Okay. Now he saw this hippie that was standing on the side of the road. And he was on his way to San Francisco. And there was a hippie on the side of the road hitchhiking. So he was kind of bored. He goes, I don't like them hippies. I don't like them hippies. I can't stand them little pot-smoking communist pinkos, them. I mean, he's driving his truck, man. He sees that hippie up here hitchhiking. Hey, dude. He goes, oh, no, I'm going to get that. But he kind of wheeled that truck over a little bit, and then big mirrors on the side. Baya! Hit that little hippie, pop, 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 pop. He flipped about 3 times. But the truck driver goes, Lades, that's fun, man. Wow. I mean, he's driving his truck, man, okay? He gets about 20 miles down the road, and I'll be doggone if they don't have another hippie. Avec ses beats, the big fan comes out. Woo! 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 Now, this hippie was kind of like a papillon, you know what I mean? Yo, yo. Yo, Mr. Man in the truck, I'll rock your 18-wheeler, yo. I did that too good. He goes, I don't like them either, boy. So he took his 18-wheeler, zoom, kind of swerved over, y'all hit him, boy, flew him in the ditch. So he let me drive a little bit further. He's going a little bit more. And then he sees this car that's parked on the side of the road. The hood was up, and there was a priest on the side of the car with a 5-gallon can of gas. And so the truck driver says, you know, I did them 2 bad things back there. If I help this man out, maybe the good Lord will forgive me, and I can go there, you know. So he stops, man, gives the priest in the truck. Brrr, let me drive some truck. They don't get 5 miles, and they don't see another little hippie on the road. Yo, dude, going that way. Dude, look, for the truck driver, he's going, no, I got the priest with me right there. I can't do that. I knew I'm going to make like I'm going to drop my cigarette, and I'll lean over to pick it up, and I'll swerve the truck. It look like an accident, okay? Yeah, again. He's driving his truck, boom, swerves the thing, come back up, oh, Lord, did I hit him? And the priest says, no, but I got him with the 5-gallon can. Fire! Oh, yeah, threw him in the ditch, man. They had 2 truck drivers, man. They worked together all of their lives. They worked as a team. They was never apart, man. They was a team. But business was kind of slow, and they had 1 truck driving job open. So they went and applied for the job. Now, they gotta take a reading test and a driving test, okay? So and all the tests that they gotta take. So they taken their test, they took their test. Now they got 1 more test, and they're gonna ask you a question, what you gonna do in case of emergencies, okay? Now the name of the guys is Pete and Repeat. How's that? That'll work. Repeat, P, repeat. Pete, P, repeat. Try to say that one fast, bro. So man, he said, okay, go ahead, ask me your questions. Go ahead. He says, all right, you're driving the truck down the road. Uh-huh. And you're coming down a hill. Mm-hmm. And you're doing about 60, 75, 80 miles an hour. Yeah, yeah. And then all of a sudden your brakes go out. No, yeah, your brakes is out, man. Sure. He said, and up ahead of you, man, they got a 1-lane bridge with 300-foot drop on both sides. No. And he says, man, and they got an 18-wheeler that's jackknife across that bridge. He goes, no. He says, what you gonna do? He goes, I'm gonna wake up Pete. He says, how come? He goes, he's never seen a wreck like this in 20 years. We can fix it. He's gonna smash it, man. Oh, yeah, now you see, now how many people have ever had to stop at a truck stop to get, you know what I mean? Just to get a peanut log, maybe? I had to stop at a truck stop. Now, let me tell you something, man. I noticed this, because I travel sometimes from Houston to Lafayette, and usually when you're on the interstate and you got a TT, you're driving your truck, okay? And you see a sign, rest area. How come it's always 30 miles ahead from when you had the TT back there? Rest area, 30 miles ahead. Go. You pushing it now, hubby. And then when you take the exit, okay, it's another 5 miles. Am I right? I pulled over into this truck stop. I'm not going to name the truck stop, but it rhymes with truckies. Now, I had the TT big time 35 miles back in the back over there. Compro? So my eyes was yellow. Hello? Now, what happens every time you go to one of these little bathrooms like that, and you're in a bind, and you're in your hurry, you run, and then you get to the bathroom, the door is locked. Am I not right? Is it not locked? What the hell they locked that door for? So I walked inside of this place, and I went up to the little lady behind the counter, and I said, babe, The door's locked to the men's room. I need a key to get into the bathroom. She says, no problem. I'll help you out. Look what they give you. This is what they give you. Am I right? This is what they give you. This says pochom right here. It says pochom on here. They give you this thing here. They give you a key on the end of a tree. What, they think you're going to steal the key? Or maybe the key don't work, you can break the door down or something. Let me in there, man. Or you might come back and try to clean up the bathroom after you get inside the thing. Yeah. So, man, I get in there, and I notice, now, since I'm there and I'm not going to see another truck stop for maybe 100 miles, I might as well take care of all my business. Comprend? Some of y'all are with me, some of y'all are not. I don't know. So anyway, I went into the show. I went into the bathroom. Okay, I got into my little cabinet. I got my little stall there. Well, I sat down and I looked. Now there's a dispenser right here on the side. You understand? A dispenser, but it's empty. And I don't have a T-shirt on. Oh, the men got that one, boy. So, man, I put on my kilos. I walked back up front, you know, and I told the little lady behind the cash register, I said, Sha. I said, they don't have any toilet paper in the men's room. She goes, I'll take care of it, okay? I said, thank you. She goes, this man needs some toilet paper. Now, this is in a restaurant. Everybody, their necks is cracking. They're all turning to look at me. And I'm sitting there, yeah, it's me. I got the caca. C'est moi. So what did they do? What did they do? They bring me this. They don't go to the bathroom, no. They bring it to me. So I gotta walk across that restaurant. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Comment ça va? Hey, hey, yeah. C'est moi, it's me. Yeah, that's me. I mean, I'm hot big time, you know what I'm telling you? So wait, now écoute-moi. I go to put this thing in the dispenser is locked. I'm not gonna ask for another key. They probably got a tire or a rim on the other key. So I just sat down and I put it right there in front of me. Now, écoute-moi. When you pull on this, il a passé, it went under the door. It took a right. And you don't want to pull too hard because that's all you got. What you gonna do with that? The man, I'm yelling at the man next to me, hey, hey, stop that, hey! That's a true story, yeah, man. So I had to use my socks. And that shouted out, don't work, I'm telling you that right now. I got an uncle who lives in Cajun, Louisiana. He had the world's fastest quarter horse. Nobody could beat that quarter horse right here in South Louisiana. He had the best, man. It was the fastest, okay? So what he did was he came to my daddy one day. He says, Narcisse. He said, Daddy. Narcisse was my daddy's name. He said, Narcisse. He says, I got a horse that nobody can beat here. What am I going to do? So he said, well, man, take that horse and fly it to London. They got great big races over there. They got big purses. You can make all kind of money. He said, Patrick, really? He goes, oh, yeah, go ahead. So they take the horse. They flew over to London. They get the horse. They put him in the paddock area. You know what the paddock area, you know what that's at? That's where they put the saddle and everything on him, okay? My uncle's walking around. He reached in his pocket. He pulled out a big black pill about that big. Okay? And he walked up to the horse's mouth. Give it to the horse. About 5 minutes later, the horse is doing 10 miles an hour in place. You understand what I'm telling you? It's ready to courir. It's ready to run big time. All right? The steward or the referee walked up to him and goes, pardon me, sir, but you can't be giving dope to your animals here. Now, Cajun men, when they get excited, their voice changes. He says, dope? Am I dope? He said, that's not dope, that. He said, that's a vitamin. No, that looks like dope to me. Yeah, that big guy, Nick, that's a vitamin. I'll show you. Hold up. He reached in his pocket, he pulled out another one. Ping, broke it in half, gave him half, and he said, nah, you take half, I'll take half. I'll show you, that's vitamin. They both pop half, okay? Just before the race started, my uncle walks up to the jockey. He goes, hey, T-boy, when they open up them gates, hold that horse to the inside, because me and this yo-yo going to be on the outside, I promise you right there. Il a pécouré, man. He's running. I got an uncle, man. He drank all the time for bed, man. He's dead now. They call that Défunt. And his nickname was Goon. We'll call him Défunt Goon. That man could drink, boy. You talk about a power drinker, boy. He drank all of his life, and he drank good and hard. When he died, they cremated him. Took a week to put the fire on. A little blue flame about that high. We had a crawfish ball with him right there. We just go ahead and put it right there. Oh, he was drunk all the time, that couillon, man. He had a good time. Now, you see, and to see it, girls, back me up on this. When a Cajun man gets drunk, does he not get bulletproof and invisible? He'll fight anybody and argue with anybody, am I right? But you see, a Cajun man, when he's drunk, he can talk himself into anything. Am I right, women? He's the world's greatest lover, the world's greatest fighter. He'll talk himself, the fighter, he'll talk himself into anything. My uncle got drunk one night. He got a blowout. Booyah! Blew out, man. He walked out the back of the car. He had his fifth of Jack Daniels with him. He opened up the trunk. He looked in there. He cut! Dog is noisy. Pot Jack. I don't have no Jack. Man, that's something that. Man, he took a swig. When he took a swig, he looked. He sees a house about a mile up the road. He said, oh. I bet you that man, yeah, that voice changes, I'm telling you. Oh, he says, I bet you that man got a jack, man. So he starts walking, man. Let me march. That's how they walk. They take one to the front and three to the back, but they gonna get there, man. He gets about halfway there. He take a big swig of that Jack Daniels, and he goes, you know, I bet you that couillon's got 2 jacks, and he's not gonna let me use one of them jacks. Take a swig and he walks some more, man. He gets up to the driveway. You know, I bet you he's got 3 jacks and he ain't gonna let me use one of them jacks. Walks up there, he knocks on the door, and a nice old man comes to the door. He goes, yeah? My uncle goes, you can take your jack and put it where the sun don't shine. You understand? That's what they would do. They would do that. Woo! How many Catholics we got in here by applause? Catholics? Man, y'all some drinking fools, you Catholics, ain't y'all? You find 4 Catholics, you gonna find a 5th. Y'all love to drink, man, that wine. Hello, man. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Go ahead, girlfriend. Yeah, I'm a Catholic, I'm a Catholic, I'm a Catholic. I do like most Catholics. When I got older, you know, you quit going to church when you get older. Because your mom and daddy make you go to church when you're small, am I right? Or either that is when you just get your driver's license. I'm going to church, Mom. Yeah. So, man, I was watching, a buddy of mine was walking down the street one day, and he had 2 big black eyes. I said, man, what the hell happened to you? He goes, man, you ain't going to believe this. He said, I went to church the other day. And let me tell you something else about you Catholics. You Christian people. If you don't get to church early, and you want to sit in the first row with the LeBlancs, the Thibodeaux, the Douillons, the Commodes, and they got their rows, right? You cannot get in their rows. Am I right, people? You go to get in that row, excusez-moi, 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 excusez-moi. Then you back out in the parking lot. They won't move over and let you sit down. So he said, and he got 2 big black. I said, man, what happened to you? He goes, Raph, you're not going to believe this, man. He says, I go to church the other day, and I'm sitting down in church. Now, you know how you Catholic people are. Man, you'll sit down, you'll stand up, you'll kneel down. You'll stand up, you'll sit down, you'll kneel. Y'all don't know what the heck y'all want to do in the church. So during the services, man, he said, Ralph, they had this woman that was standing in front of me. She must have dressed out, oh, $350, $375. So during the Mass, she stood up. Well, I noticed her dress was stuck. Her dress was stuck. She had a Melvin, you know what I mean? So being the gentleman that I am, I reach over there and I straighten it out for her. Well, her husband turned around, y'all pushed me right in the eye. So I figured he didn't like it like that, so I tucked it back up in there. Got my other black eye. Leave it to them Cajuns, boy. They'll fight for anything, man. They'll fight for anything. Anybody here works at a bank? Hey, you work at a bank? What do you do at a bank? What do you do? I'm just there. Oh, you work at a bank? Oh, look at this. She does. Now they're starting to point them out in the crowd over here. What do you do at the bank, baby? A teller supervisor. What the hell does a teller supervisor do? Y'all, you stand by the, y'all here, you here, you're here. Your bank gives you personal service. You understand what my bank gives me what they call personal service, okay? You got one of them little cards, you can go to that ATM machine, and you put in your card, you can, now I don't want to say something is wrong, I think. I put in my little ATM card the other day, 2 hands came out with my card, and a pair of scissors went, tup, 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 tup. Cut the card, gave it back to me. You ain't got no money. You get the hell out of here. That's the personal service. And you ever notice when you go to make a loan? Now this is I love Cajun people, man. When they go into the bank, they make a loan. They put on the nice clothes. My mom and papa, they get dressed, boy. They go put on the nice clothes, man. I'm going to the bank. I'll be right back. You ever notice when you walk up to a loan officer's desk, he's got his name carved out in wood? But this guy, my dad had to go see this guy. His name was Dexter Cobb. That was carved out in wood. My daddy walked, and let me tell you something. Never, ever, 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 never, ever think that you're better than the Cajun. Am I right? That's right. Never think you're better than the Cajun. So Daddy walks up there, and he says, I'd like to make a loan. So the man says, do you have a statement? Daddy said, yeah, don't like broccoli. So Mr. Cobby figured out that Daddy was a little Cajun man from the country. He said, you one of them little Cajuns back there from the country? My dad says, yeah. He goes, you know what we do with you little Cajuns up here in the big city? Daddy says, no, but you know what we do with you Cobbs in the country? Cha-ching! Cha-ching! Huh? Never think you're better than a Cajun, man. My daddy died, man. My daddy died a little while back, and he left me a bunch of land, okay? And one day I was sitting. Anybody here from Texas by applause? Texas. Hey. You can tell a Texan. Not much. I'm sitting on my fence, man. I'm looking at all my daddy's land. My daddy left me the land. That's all for me, there. My daddy left me all that. My daddy left me the land. Stupid morsel. That's all mine, there. This Texan walks up to me and goes, what are you doing, boy? I said, I'm looking on my land out there. That's all mine. My daddy left me. That's your two more side. That's all mine, Dad. Well, how much land you got, son? I said, oh, about an acre, acre and a half. He said, hell, boy, where I come from, I get my pickup truck, take me 3 days to cross my backyard. I said, I had a truck like that. Huh? Cha-ching! How many people here like to fly? Fly. How many people don't like to fly? Yeah, I don't like to fly either, man. I start getting drunk. Oh, another one's walking. Where you going? Look, she did this. You in a hurry, huh, Sha? Go ahead, go ahead. We're not gonna harass you. Go ahead. I don't like to fly, though. You see, when I gotta go fly somewhere, I start drinking at the travel agency. Me. I get comatose before I get to the airport, man. I had to go to New York and do a show up there, and I just left the Yambali Festival in Appaloosa. Y'all been there, Yambali Festival? Oh, good time, man, good time. So, man, you know what gets me nervous? When you first drive up to the airport, what's the first sign that you see? Terminal. That don't get you a petit peu nerveux, a little bit nervous in that thought? And then you walk up to the insurance machine and it's empty. God, dog it. And I like to take them no-frills flight. You know, you don't have to, but you ain't got no frills. I'm telling you that now. I should have been nervous when I had to go to Kmart to buy my ticket. So man, I go to now this is a no-frills flight. I get on the plane, now there's no stewardess. Now there was a stewardess, there was a little blue-haired lady from a small town just outside of Lafayette. I ain't gonna tell you which one. She had the little bobby pin in the napkin in her hair. She goes, where would you like to sit, Shy? I said, oh, the wing would be nice. She goes, that's gonna mess up your hair, babe. I said, no, sweetheart, inside the airplane would be good. So, man, she sits me down now. They got 2 seats at the She puts me in one. Now, sitting next to me is a priest, okay? I said, Father, I'm really nervous about this. Let's do something Catholic together. He goes, okay. He says, I-25, B7, N36. Be quiet, Father. So, man, on walks this plane. They get this good-looking woman. I'm talking about a belle form, a good-looking woman. She walks on the plane. She's got a fur coat down to her ankles. You understand what I'm telling you? And she's got that gait. Like nothing stinks. You know what I mean? She's got that walk. In French, you call that sascro. She sits down right next to me. Now, girls, Cajun men have a very, very bad habit. They smell everything before they have anything to do with it. Oh, y'all some sick people, man. You bring them a plate of food, they're going to smell the food, man. You bring them a middle, they're going to smell that, but whatever they're going to do, they're going to smell it. So she sits next to me, and she's got this smell coming from her. Oh, she stunk pretty. Woo! And I wanted to know, because I could get this from my girlfriend, okay? So, man, I said, baby, what is that nice smell coming from you? And she looked at me like I was dirt, you understand? She goes, why, that's Chanel number 5. It's $52 an ounce. I went, ah, belle majesty. So during the flight, it got a little bump and I developed a little gas, you understand? Wait, don't get ahead of me, people, come on. So I kind of leaned over like I was looking out the window. Nobody heard nothing, okay? Nobody, it was like an SBD, silent but deadly. You know what I'm talking about, man? Oh, yeah. The fur started falling off of her coat, man. The oxygen mask, kapoom, 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 kapoom. The oxygen mask was coming out. So the lady, she goes, oh! What is that atrocious odor? And I said, sweet potatoes, $5 a crate. Never think you're better than a Cajun, am I right? Don't laugh, cameraman. You're shaking the camera. Where you going, stud? A real man could hold it, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know. They got a new priest that came in. How many people here speak French? By applause. Speak French. I'm going to do a couple of stories in French for these people. So you people who don't speak French, ha. Oh, y'all going P2? Man, go ahead, go ahead. In threes. Hello. Y'all going to watch each other in the bathroom, man? Oh, yeah, hold my hand. Hell no, I ain't holding your hand. That's not my hand. Well, I ain't holding it either. I forgot where I was going now, man. The guy messed me all up. So, okay, I'm going to give y'all some jokes in French. Il y avait un nouveau prêtre dans la paroisse. And puis faire confession. It's in French, baby. You're going to have to learn and just give that up. Ça fait une petite fille à rentrer dans le confessionnal, puis elle a dit à le prêtre, Père, ma mère dit j'ai fait une pêche. Puis le père a dit, quoi t'as fait? Elle a dit, j'ai fait des culbutes. Maman dit ça, une pêche, des culbutes. Il dit, quoi c'est ça, des culbutes? Tu connais des culbutes, des culbutes, des culbutes. Il dit, je comprends pas. Elle dit, allons en dehors, puis je vais te montrer. Ça fait la petite fille puis le prêtre, ça va en dehors. You ought to see these English-speaking people going. They're getting brain cramps trying to figure that out. Ah! So the priest and the little girl, ça va en dehors. Ça fait, elle commence à faire les culbutes pour monter le prêtre. Quoi elle peut faire? Elle peut faire tout ça des culbutes. Bing, 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 bing. Il y avait une vieille femme qui peut venir à confession. Elle a vu la petite fille. Elle dit, ah! Un nouveau prêtre, un nouveau pénitence, puis moi avec pas de caleçon. And that priest, the nouveau prêtre, ils sont pareil. He looks just like Belton Richard. You know who Belton Richard? He looked just like Belton Richard. I mean, if Belton looked in the mirror, it was Belton coming back at you. Just like Belton Richard. So what he really found, he wanted to go meet all the new people in the parish. Okay? So he went up to the first house and he's going to tell everybody hello. He go over there, he knocked on the door, and he said, hello, bonjour. And a little old lady, about 75, 80 years old, answered the door. She opened the door, she goes, ah, Belton Richard. He said, no, mon nom c'est Father Douillon. My name is Father Douillon. She goes, you look just like Belton, Bear. Pare comme Belton, you. Come on in, let's have some coffee, man. So they go have some coffee, okay? Belton goes up to the priest goes up to the next house. He knocks on the door. This woman answered the door. She must have dressed out 375, 400 pounds. Okay? She goes, ah, Belton Richard. He said, no, I'm Father Douillon. I just want to meet everybody in the parish. I want to meet everybody in the parish. So come on, let's drink some coffee. So they go drink coffee. He goes up to the third house. He knocks on the door. This fine, little 27-year-old opened the door avec des petits négligés on. Oh, yeah. She opened the door. She goes, ah, Belton Richard. He goes, oh, yeah, ça fait du mal. Oh, that priest changed his tune. Ça fait le prêtre, il va faire son premier high mass. He's going to do his first grand mass. He's having his first high mass. He walks out there and he gets in front of there. Now, this is around Easter time. Ça fait, il commence la messe, puis il voit les chandelles sont pas allumées. Okay? So he starts, whoa. Where you going, brother? Can we get you anything like a watch? The show started about... That's okay, man. I can start the show now? That's cool, man. That's cool. That's good. So, man, the priest, he goes out there and he noticed the chandelles sont pas allumées. Now, he wants to tell the altar boy that the candles are not lit. But he don't want the audience to know because they're doing he don't think they can speak Latin. So, but he's going to try anyway, okay? The le prêtre, he goes, les chandelles sont pas allumées. Les chandelles sont pas allumées. And the little altar boy, un souris a pissé du jour les aliments. That's for my French-speaking friends out there. Yes, for you, man. Whoa, Lord. Did y'all see in the news? We having fun? All right. Did y'all see in the news the other day that we have a foreign exchange student that's come to South Louisiana from Russia? Huh? Y'all saw that? That was in the news, man. From Russia, we have a foreign exchange student, and he's staying in a little town just outside of Lafayette. Well, one day, him and one of his buddies, who's a little redneck from Mississippi, they was going down the road, and a policeman pulled him over. The cop walked up to the car. This is one of them cops. He walked up there and he's got his baton in his hand. He walks up to the window, tat, 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 tat. Roll down your window, please, you. So the little foreign exchange student rolled down about halfway. The policeman took his stick, passed it in the window, hit him right down that collarbone right there. Yeah, he goes, ay, ay, ay. When I say roll down the window, I mean roll it down all the way. Let me see your driving license. He takes it out, gives it to him. The whole wallet he gave it to him. Takes his stick, hit him right down that collarbone again, man. When I say your driver's license, that's all I want is your driving license. You understand? Now, where you from, you? Russia. What's your name, you? Vladimir, what? It's Vladimir Baratka-Biskakov. Vladimir, what? Vladimir Baratka-Biskakov. Don't let me catch you speeding again. You understand that? So he sees his buddy on the other side of the car, so he walks around to the other side to the redneck from Mississippi. He said, roll down your window. It was down. It almost went through the door. You understand what I mean? It was down real quick. He walked into that dude. He goes, hi-ya! He hit him with that stick. And that guy said, well, hell, son, what you hit me for? Said, I'm just granting your wish, boy. He said, what? He goes, I just know when you get about 5,000 miles the road, you're going to say, I wish that coon ass would have hit me with that stick. Huh? My man. Now, you see, you women think y'all got a monopoly on gossip when y'all sit down in the beauty shop. You ought to go to a man's barber shop. All you ever hear in a man's barber shop is all the men are always yelling, La femme à qui? Whose wife? That's all they ever talk about. They had this a young little stud, man. He walked into the barber shop one day and he sat down on the chair and he was fixing to go out that night and he was getting all decked out. And had a good-looking little manicurist, man. She was doing his nail. He said, Sha, you look kind of nice, you. I'm kind of new in town, me. Would you like to go out with me, baby? Mon pitois, let's go dance a little bit. What you think? She goes, oh, no. I'm a happily married woman, me. Oh, no, I don't think my husband would like that. He goes, oh, I don't think your husband would mind, Sha. He might even laugh about it. Come on, let's me and you go out. Why don't you ask your husband if you can go out with me? She said, why don't you ask him? He's the one shaving you. And at every barber shop, they got a barber that knows everything about everything. Am I right? Everything about everything. One of the people that just won the big lottery at Church Point, he went and got a haircut because he was going to go on a trip. He comes to the barber shop. He sat down in the chair. The guy is cutting his hair. He said, well, June, he said, what you going to do with all that money you won? June said, well, I'm going to take me a trip, boy. I'm going to go around the world and see a lot of things. I'm taking me a trip. Said, oh, man, you don't want to do that, man. Going all over the world, man, you're going to forget what it's like to be around here. You don't want it. He said, how you going over there? Oh, now I'm getting people pointing to other people when they're going piss out over here. He said, well, how you going to fly over there? He goes, I'm taking American Airlines. Oh, no, man, you don't want to take American. That's the worst airline that they got. You don't want to use that at all. He said, what you going to do when you get to Rome? He goes, oh, I don't know. He said, I think we got an audience with the Pope. He says, yeah, you and about 3 other thousand people, man. You're never going to see the Pope. You don't want to do all of that. So the man left, went on his trip, come right back to the barber shop. He sat down on the chair. Well, you went on your trip, boy? He goes, oh, yeah, man. You talk about nice. He said, we got on that airplane. It was the most beautiful airplane I ever flew in. It was a smooth flight all the way. We landed. The people were so sweet. The stewardess was nice, you know. Everything was wonderful. We got to the most beautiful hotel that was in there in Rome. He goes, yeah, and I guess you're going to tell me you got to see the Pope, too. He goes, hell yeah, we got to see the Pope. We had a good audience with that wonderful man. And at the end of the conversation, the audience with the Pope, he knelt and he said, come on, I'm going to give you all the papal blessing. So, man, he knelt down with this lady, gave her the papal blessing. He put his hand on her head. He walked up to the other guy, put his hand on his head, gave him the papal blessing. He walked up to me, and he put his hand on my head. He goes, where you got that bad haircut at, Nick? Huh? Go ahead. Wait, Couture, he's in the barber shop cutting hair one day. This little man come running in the door. Hey, how many ahead of me? So, about 9. He goes, okay, I'll be back. Boom, he took off. He comes back about 2 hours later. Hey, how many ahead of me now? He says, oh, about 5. Boom, he took off. He come back about a half hour. He goes, now how many you got now? He said, well, about 3. Boom, he took off. So the barber had enough of that. He told his little shoeshine boy, he said, Rufus, he said, follow that man, see where he's going. If he's going to check out another barber shop, I don't want him in my place, no. So Rufus left. He come back a half hour later, and he... So the barber says, where he's going? To another barber shop? No, he's going to your house. Oh, man. Well, how you like that? Man. And then, you know, and they said, Ralph, how you want to decorate the stage? I said, well, I know one thing. Whenever we do something, we got an ice chest somewhere. We got ice chest. Whatever we do, we got ice chest. It don't matter. That's it. Well, I've been happily single now for 10 years. How many happily married people do we have here? Happily married people. Yeehaw. This woman. Clap, you son. Clap. How many happy single people do we have here? Single people. Woo! Yeah. Ooh, y'all seem a little bit happier than everybody else, don't you? Got to be careful being single, man. They got stuff out there you can't take off with their jacks. You know what I'm telling you? No way, man. But I decided to make the move again, man. I asked a little woman that I love very much to marry me, and she said yes. So we're going to do it in November. November. Woo! Oh, yeah, y'all all come. Bring your own ice chairs, though. Couture, Couture. I'm 44 years old, and my fiance is 26 years old. Hello? Cha-ching. I'm a vitamin-taking Cajun. You can promise you that. Oh, yeah, Couture. That's why I drink my Bullwinkle. Because when I'm with my baby doll, I'm like a Timex, and I want to keep on ticking. You know what I'm talking about? Damn right. 26 years old, boy. Let me tell you something. Let me take a swig of this. Ah, ça c'est bon sang. Oh, yeah, it's good stuff, that. See, I've been living by myself for 10 years. There's nobody that lives in the house with me. I'm by myself for 10 years. So I know exactly where everything is at, comprends? Well, I asked her to come and live with me, and she brought with her her little 5-year-old daughter, okay? Precious little child. So I'm living in the house by myself. Now I got 2 females in my house living with me. Women, let me ask you something. Every time y'all touch something, y'all got to move it? I can't find my remote control. Don't lose a man's remote control. He's going to go crazy. He'll walk around the house a half hour looking for the remote control. All he's got to do is go up to the television and go click, 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 click. That's all he's got to do. So I said, baby, where's the remote control? Well, it's on the TV, baby. It don't belong on the TV. It belongs on the lounge chair or stuck in the chair, maybe on top of the toilet, on top of the kitchen sink, but it don't belong on the television. Women, if you don't want your husband to find the remote control, put it on the television. Oh, yeah, wait. I sit, and then I go to the bathroom. Baby, where's the toilet paper? It's on the roller. It don't belong on the roller. It belongs on the edge of the tub right here in front of the toilet. That's where it belongs. Or on top of the magazines, on the back of it, just somewhere in arm's reach. That's where it belongs. It don't belong right there. And she's got a beautiful little 5-year-old daughter, man. Her name is Tiffany. Precious little child, man. And let me tell you something. I got a 5-year-old kid fussing at me because I don't put the toilet seat down. Now, men, let's bond together a little bit. Women, when y'all go in the bathroom to TT, what y'all do? Y'all walk in there backwards, blindfolded, and you don't look before you sit down? Am I right, guys? know how you stop that? You go in the bathroom and you raise the toilet seat and you get some saran wrap and you cover the bowl and you put the toilet seat back down. They'll never bother you again, I promise you that. Because when they start, they can't stop. You understand what I'm telling you? That's the truth, man. It's the truth. Driving me crazy, them people, boy. I see, how was it? Anybody here was in the Navy or the Army, the Armed Branch Service? Services, anybody? By applause. Service people. Yeah. You remember when you had, like in boot camp, man, you had to first start mopping the floors and they shine. In my house where I live, there's no carpet. It's all linoleum, okay? And I like to make it shine. Well, before she started moving in, I wanted to be sure that it shined and it was pretty. So I said, man, I did the pine saw thing, you know. I got a mop that weighs about 10 pounds. I pine sawed that thing real good, but it didn't shine quite the way I wanted. Me thinking, I know how to make it shine. I went and got a can of Pledge and a rag, and I got shh. I waxed my whole house with Pledge. Okay, when you walk, it's but when you walk with socks on, whoa! Whoa! You can't walk with the socks on. There ain't no way, man. There's no way you can do that. That's how you get back at them a little bit every now and then, you know? Not all the time. But man, you ever notice when you get married, your wife weighs 98 pounds, about 5 years later, she'll dress out, what, 3 1/4, 350? And I'll tell you something else about having a 26-year-old sleeping with you. If you're gonna go home, you come home late, like sometimes I come home late, okay? And you get in bed, you don't want to wake up a 26-year-old. Men, I'm telling you, when you're 44 years old, you don't want to wake up a 26 years old. You don't have enough bold winkle to last you understand? That might be vitamin packed, but that's all that you ain't. There ain't no way. Now, my shy little baby, man, she's 26. Now, I consider this what you call fertile myrtle. She's at the age where, bada bing, she'll get pregnant that fast. I have 2 beautiful daughters that the good Lord blessed me with. One is 25 and one is 24. I'm through with that. I'll raise them day out the house. One of them gave me a little grandman. I got a little grandman that's 2 years old. So I figured, okay, now she can get, so I gave myself a Christmas present. I went to see Dr. Beecham and I got a vasectomy. How many men in here, by applause, have had a vasectomy? 1, 2, hey, be proud of that. That's right, heck yes. That's for pew. It's a lot cheaper than having the woman go do it. I mean, if a woman does it, you're talking $3,000 or $4,000, man. Yes, look at, not a woman go, you talk about. You'd rather see that man go, whee. $350, what the hell? $350 in a half hour. So I discussed it with her. You know, I said, baby, I'm going to go get a vasectomy. She goes, does it hurt? I said, I don't know. I never did it before. You don't think it's going to hurt? If he uses the weed eater, maybe so, yeah. So she said, you mean to tell me after you get snipped, I don't have to take no more birth control pills or IOUs or nothing like that? Well, she's from a small town just outside of Lafayette, you know. I said, no. She goes, no. So the morning of the surgery, I'm thinking my baby doll is worried about my surgery. I walk out to get some coffee, and she's at the sink doing the dishes. Heaven's just a snip away. Oh, no more pills today. So now Dr. Beecham has an assistant that works for him. This is a 6'3" black man by the name of Leroy. I am telling you the truth, am I right? He is the man who preps you for the surgery. Okay? Now, women, I know exactly how y'all feel. I know how y'all feel when y'all have to go take that test. That test. Where they keep the spoon in the ice box. That test. Look at the women. So Leroy meets me in the lobby. He goes, come on, Ralph, let's get the ball rolling, so to speak. And I'm going, no, man. Now, I don't know about you, but before I go to the doctor, I take a good bath, and I powder myself everywhere. Now, he brings you in a little room, and he puts you on this little 2-foot bed with a piece of paper on it, and I done powdered myself good. You can't sit on the paper. Woo! 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 You can't do it. And here's the kicker here. What they do is, they take your ankles, and they put them in 2 different zip codes. Am I right, girls? Yes. And then what does he say? Relax. I got a 6'3" black man with a scalpel in one hand and shaving cream in the other. This is a white man's nightmare. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And now there's a fan blowing on my gogoonies over here. Man, you know what happens when y'all hit a cold swimming pool. They're gone. They wasn't glad to be there to begin with. I know why they got a fan, because somebody probably in his face one time, and the fan blow that thing out of there. So now I am a walking orgasm with no potential. Woo, man, y'all are good, sick but good. Cajuns like to work hard, boy, but when they play hard too. Am I right? They had a little couple, man, that took a vacation, a little small town just outside of Lafayette. Maurice. Now, him and his wife, man, they was on vacation, man. They went to the Audubon Zoo. Well, they was going to name it the Audubon Zoo. It ought to have been in Lafayette, but they couldn't figure out to make out them recipes to cook all them bad boys. So him and his wife, man, it's on a Sunday. They're walking hand in hand. Oh, God, oh, Well, they passed by the gorilla cage, okay? And they had this great big gorilla, man, great big monkey. In French, you call that a macaque. A great big macaque in the back. He's going, So the man, he goes, oh, babe, I think he kind of like you. She said, what's the matter with you? T'es pas fou, toi? You crazy? Go ahead, blow him a kiss. Yeah, blow him a kiss. She goes, get out of here. He said, nobody's looking. Go ahead, blow him a kiss. So what she blew him a kiss. She goes, oh, yeah, he like you, babe. I know he like you. We got him going. Now, let's mess with him a little bit. What do you think? Let's mess with him a little bit. Show him one of your breasts. She's going, go ahead, nobody's looking. So, man, she took out one of her breasts, boom, showed it to He goes, oh, baby, he's all excited now. Don't stop now. Show him your derrière, show him your derrière. So, man, the lady, she turned around, she raised up her dress, she dropped the console. The gorilla went crazy, man. Whoa! He ran to the front of the bars. He grabbed the woman, dragged her through them bars, and then the man says, now, you tell him you got a headache. Woo! Man, throw me a towel out here, will you? Man, you need some Bullwinkle and vitamin pop test. Man, look at this. Hell, I'm sweating like Mike Tyson's roommate here. Oh, man, I don't know. Got Cajun. You know what I like about the older Cajun people? When they say things, something like her, it comes from the heart, but sometimes it don't come out correct. Like Daddy one time, I'd be playing in the backyard. Daddy come out, Raph! If you fall out that tree and break your leg, don't come running to me, no. Okay, Daddy, put the car. Just walk around. One day, I got a buddy of mine. His name is Gene. He works for South Central Bell. He went to the mayor's office, okay? Knocked on the door. He opened the mayor said, come in. He opens the door. Kenny Bourne, when he first got in office, he's sitting back in his chair and he's got his feet propped up on the desk. He's on the phone. Yes, Mr. Governor. Yes, Mr. Governor. Yes, Mr. Edwards. I understand, Mr. Edwards. Yes, Governor. I'll take care of it personally, Governor. He hangs up the phone. He said, what can I do for you, son? Gene says, I'm here to connect your phone. Y'all voted for him. Back to the Cajun saying, the old Cajun people, this guy came to my house the other day, he goes, you know, Raph, they came to my house and they undisconnected my phone. Now, how you undisconnect a phone? Nice old lady saw my girlfriend, she goes, Raph, she's so pretty, she's so photogenic. Shh, don't talk, baby, don't talk, don't talk. Don't talk. Oh, and when they buy something, I got the receipt right here. I paid for that, I got the receipt. And you ever notice when you got too big for your mama to whip you, what does she say? Wait until Daddy gets, oh yeah, a lot of things gonna fly right there, man. See, my daddy thought I was gonna be an astronaut. The principal called him up and told him I was taking up space. So one day I got expanded from school for smoking in the bathroom. Now some of y'all caught that one. Now we used to live in the compound, we used to live in the country, okay? Now when you live in the country, you got about 1.5 miles of gravel road before you get to the house, am I right? Yeah, okay. So I get off the bus and I'm going towards the house. Now, girls, and ladies, all of y'all, what was your favorite thing that your mama used to whip you with? A fly swatter. That metal fly swatter. You call that a fly kill. A fly kill. You understand? Mama had one made by Gidry's Ironworks, y'all. It was 1/4 inch thick. You understand? So I'm walking to, you ever notice too when your mama, now you see my mama? I was a Cajun ninja, man. Oh, she was a Cajun ninja. You know how them ninja men got those little stars, those little metal stars, they can kill you with that? With a wet dish rag, mama could kill a chicken at 20 feet, man. Am I right? And whatever mama hit you with, it felt like a 2x4 when she hit you with that. Instead of them nunchucks, she had them little wooden spoons that you used, and they was all tied together. She could whip that so fast, she'd make a cake mixer look like a pizza. But you ever notice now, when they whip you, they practice on their leg first. You ever notice that? Now, I'm coming to the house, and we had some animals out in the farm. Now, mama's mad, okay? I'm walking up to the house, and mama la pefuete, she's whipping him like that. So I'm walking up to the house. Now, we got some animals on the farm. I walk up to this cow, and I kick the cow. Cow took off. Oh, now my mama's really going to town now. I'm getting a little closer to the house. We got a pig that's on the side of the road, okay? I walked up to the pig. Paya! Kick the pig. Pig took off. Now my mama's leg is bleeding, people. I get closer to the house, and there's this chicken. Oh, by the way, if you ever drop your gum in a chicken coop, don't pick it up. It just don't taste the same. You understand what I'm telling you? So I walk up to this chicken, Paya! I kick the chicken. Chicken flying feathers all over the place. I walk up to my mama. She goes, Rat, you got kicked out of school again? I said, uh-huh. Because hey, them animals had nothing to do with that. No, I know. Look, I tell you what, because you kicked that cow, you're not going to get no milk tonight. And that pig, you're not getting no bacon tomorrow morning. And because you kicked that chicken, you ain't getting no eggs. Now go to your room. So man, I go to my room. I hear my daddy drives up. Here he comes in his truck. Drives up, boom, close the door. Now he's walking to the house. We had a cat sitting on the steps. Don't get ahead of me, people. Daddy walked up to that cat. Pow! Kick that cat. Oh, meow! Cat took off. Man, I come running out my room. I said, I looked at my mama. I looked at my daddy. I looked at my mama. And I said, you want to tell him or you want me to tell him? Man, that's true though, yeah. Oh, and you know what your mama used to tell you too all the time? Okay, y'all, we're going on a vacation. Put on some clean. Yeah, in case we get. That's right. I got news for you. if a car is coming to hit me, the last thing that's going to be clean when I get to the hospital. Oh, man. Now, miniskirts are tight, man. Y'all notice that? The miniskirts are back in style, and they're tighter than they ever was before. Y'all notice that? Oh, what? Hello? There's no more guessing. It's there. You understand? The other day, I was at a bus stop waiting for a bus. Good place to wait for a bus at the bus stop. So, wait, kucho. I was at the bus stop waiting for a bus. And this lady, she was in the front of the line of everybody. Now, she had a miniskirt on, 6 inches below, 6 inches, it was short, yeah. And they can't walk. That's, and then little Japanese. So the bus came, the door opens up, she goes to get, so she unzipped it, turn around a bit, she unzipped her dress a little bit more, turned the other way, and she unzipped, well, the man standing behind her had enough of that. He picked her up under her arms, brought her on the bus, and sat her down. Well, the little lady, she stood up, y'all slapped the hell out of the man. He says, how come you slapped me like that? She said, that's for being so fresh. He said, me, you unzipped my pants 3 times. Y'all know we got some famous Cajuns out there? John Wayne was a Cajun, y'all knew that? His name was John Wayne Como. He's from Milton, Louisiana. What bit is Milton? Well, see, like all Cajuns, when he got to be a big shot, he changed it, he dropped his last name or he changed his name. But what if John Wayne was a Cajun, man? Can you, he come out there?
Oh, listen here, couillon. You better get back in your 4-wheel drive, my chief. I'll pass you a slap, you be pushing up rice and crawling.
How many people here know what the very first Tarzan movie was ever filmed? Very first Tarzan movie. Morgan City, Louisiana. The very first one, back in 1934. That's right, in Morgan City, Louisiana. So that means Tarzan was a Cajun, right? So if Tarzan is a Cajun, would he be a Tarzan? Huh? Can you see him coming out of his tree in the morning? Oh, Lord, don't say cheetah. Lord, don't say cheetah. I stirred up maripala. If Tarzan was a Cajun, Cheetah would have been a fricassee a long time ago. Yeah? We'd have had a little monkey fricassee right there, man. Or a little monkey étouffée. Maybe a little blackened monkey with some monkey makshu on the side. A buddy of mine told me a cute story the other day, man. They had these men, they were all talking around the little coffee table, you know. And one of them said, hey, he said, what is the fastest thing in the world to you? And the other one said, a thought. He said, what? A thought. You think, a thought, a thought. He said, hey, you, what you think is fast? He goes, oh, it's got to be a blink, man. Got to be a blink. When you blink your eyes, that's that fast. Blink. And you. He goes, electricity, man. Electricity, poof, electricity. You flip that switch, boom, the light is on. And the other guy goes, no, man, diarrhea. Diarrhea is the fastest thing around. He said, what you mean? He goes, man, the other night I was laying down before I could think, blink, or flip a switch. Boom, I messed all over myself. And you ever notice you always get diarrhea about a half a mile before you get to your house, man? Or you're sitting at a red light, whoa! You ever notice that, man? Go, muddy, muddy! So, man, I got divorced, man. Now, you see, you got to understand something. I mean, now you got to understand this. Before you get divorced, you got to go to court, right? And what did they do? They meet you in front of the courthouse, and this is what they say. I hope I don't offend nobody. But this is what, and your ass is grass, and I'm the lawnmower. Am I right, dude? That's what she, that's right. Now, you ever notice when you get divorced, how many divorced people in here by applause? Yeah. When you get divorced, the wife gets the inside the house, you get the outside. You ever notice that? Yeah. One day my wife came on and she called me up on the phone. She goes, Ralph, he said, you got to come to the house, man. You got to come and cut your grass. Now, it's my grass, you understand? Her house, my grass. So I go over there. I said, okay, baby, patraka, man. I said, where's the lawnmower? Where's your snapper? She looked at me. I said, no, the lawnmower. I've seen that bitay already. Where's the lawnmower? So she went and got the lawnmower out the shed she brought. She goes, I want to cut the grass. Now, you got to picture this jumeau, man. You got to see this bitay, all right? She weighs about 350 pounds. She's got a pink robe down to her ankles with a little white button going down the middle, a gold inverted button. You know what I'm talking about? And she got dippity-doo and spoolies in her hair like that. She said, I want to cut the grass. I want to cut the grass. I said, man, go ahead, cut the grass. So, man, she tried to start the lawnmower. Didn't want to start, man. Starts all that fuss. Even though you divorced them, they fussing some more. Okay? Good one. I said, well, hold up, baby. Let me check it out, all right? So I checked the gas. It had gas. I checked the oil. The oil was okay. Just one more thing, Sean. I took the wire off the plug. I said, hold that wire. Don't get ahead of me, people. And God, I'll pull with everything I had here, man. What? All you saw was, what? Have you ever smelled dippity-doo smoking, man? So now she's mad. She lowered the lawnmower to below sea level. I got nothing but dirt coming out the side of the lawnmower. You understand? So she cut the grass, she cut the azalea trees, she cut the camellia trees. Now she was tired of cutting the grass. She goes, how do I kill it? I said, no problem. I threw her a pair of pliers. I said, you see the wire going to that plug? Wow. She bounced off a pine tree and ended up on the grass, and then I said, now that's your ass on the grass, and that's the lawnmower. Cha-ching! Yes! Like I said, man, I got me a good woman now, a real good little person, boy. Not like that last jumeau I had. Her name was Denise. Her name was Denise, man. I work at comedy clubs at night, you know. And I mean, I love this woman a lot. I did a lot for her, man. I took care of her and everything. But one day I felt a little romantic, you know. So I left work early. And I went to the house, man. Now, I had a key to get into the apartment, okay? I walked into the house. I opened the door. I had some flowers from Dale Champs in my hand. I walk in the house, and there's Denise, man. Two you come and find, naked like a worm, laying out with another man on the sofa. I went, oh, Denise. Why you want to do that to me, Sha? Lord, I paid for this apartment for you to stay in like that. I got carpet 3 inches thick on the floor so your little feet don't get cold in the winter time. I got you some nice raincoat so you don't get all wet when it goes in the rain. I did everything. Denise, stop that when I'm talking to you. Denise didn't care. I was hanging out a lounge one day, man. Go figure. I was at the City Bar one night in Maurice, Louisiana. Yeah! So I'm standing up and I'm watching this guy operate, man. He goes inside the City Bar, he comes back out, he's got 2 drinks, man. He goes in the back seat of this car, and I see a silhouette. Him and her, boy, they drink. All of a sudden, the windows fog up and they lay down. I'm going, cool. I'm watching this big dawn. So after a while, man, you see the man, he sits up, boy, he'll be soufflé. And then you could hear the girl, I'm not through with you. What's the matter with you? He says, I'm tired. I can't breathe. She goes, you better get back down here. I'm not finished with you. He said, man, hold up, man. So he looks in the mirror and he sees me outside the place. Okay? He said, wait, I'll be right back. So he put on his pants, man. He come in, he said, Rap. He says, come see, man. I got a woman behind. See that car? She's so hot to trot. I can't take care of that by myself. I said, okay, no problem, man. So, man, pew. I took the car, I didn't even roll up. Pew, right through the back window. After a while, that car, so Warren's the chief of police in Maurice. All right? Warren's driving by and he sees that car. He said, what the heck is that? So he's got that flashlight. You could spot a coon 40 feet up in the tree with that thing. You know what I'm telling you? He takes it and he tippy-toe up to the back seat of the car. And he put that big light in there. Whoa! He said, hey, what's going on in there? I said, oh, he said, I'm making love to my wife. He goes, oh, he says, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I said, hell, I didn't know either till you put that light in here. Thank you very much, Lafayette. Thank you very much, Lafayette. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boot and not. Does all joking. Get gritty, dude. Be up here and sweat for an hour and a half. I'm gonna tell you another cute story. But first, I gotta tell y'all something. When I was 16 years old, this is a true story. When I was 16 years old, I had the little white shirt on and the little bow tie, and I used to work in that room in the back over there, waiting on all you rich people and pouring you bottles of champagne and pouring you some coffee and all that kind of stuff. And because of the good, loving people that y'all are here in South Louisiana and your friendship that you gave to me, look around, man. I'm in the front. And it's all of you people, man. Y'all gave me that. Thank you very much. One more. Little old man. He goes to the doctor for a physical. The doctor gives him, he's about 90 years old. Ow, yeah. The doctor gives him a physical. He goes, sir, you are absolutely healthy, man. You're in wonderful shape for 90 years old. You look great. The old man says, oh, you took all your tests? He said, they all look good to me. He goes, no, you forgot to take one test. What is that? You didn't take the sperm test. So the doctor says, what you mean? I mean, somebody 90 years old, we don't normally give that kind of test. He goes, I want to take that test. So the doctor said, no problem, man. He gets a little jar and he gives it to him. He says, go home and bring back a specimen tomorrow. So the old man goes home. He comes back the next day. Him and the wife, they come back. The old man is dragging like that. The old wife is holding him up. Why, I mean, the doctor says, what happened to you? He said, Doc, I tried, you know. I tried with my right hand. I tried with my left hand, Doc. My wife, she tried and she tried and she tried. She tried with her right hand, Doc. And she tried with her left hand. She tried with her teeth, Doc. She took out her teeth and tried without her teeth, Doc. And you know what? We could never get that little jar open. You understand that? Gotcha! Yeah! All right, thank you very much. Yeah. Bien merci, Lafayette. Bien merci.
Je crois qu'on est plus fâche que ça. C'est un Cajun.
Oui, les Cajun.
Et puis, je vais dire, quand il va venir à la maison, il aura son fried chicken. Parce qu'il aime que j'y fais du fried chicken.
Are we on yet?
He is the most funny, the most unique.
Fantastic comic. Everyone in the world is going to enjoy it, I promise you.
Very funny, wonderful man.
He's good. I saw him already on TV.
Just a good Cajun comic. He's just really realistic.
Begnaud is just the #1 Cajun comedian.